What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are playing some Unexplored World, which is a Geoguessr map that includes all the countries that are not normally found on Geoguessr. For example, we could be anywhere from Saudi Arabia to Angola to Fiji. Anything is possible in this map, especially all those countries that are not already found on Geoguessr. So we're going to do a bunch of challenges today and just see how good of a score we can get. You can play along with these in the description below, just play before you watch the video, and you can compare your score to mine. But here is the first round, and we look to be somewhere quite cold, or at least high altitude, I would say. And as things load in here, we're getting a better idea. So this kind of looks like Cambodia almost to me. We got these bollards here, which almost feel a bit Cambodian as well. Obviously, we can't be there. This house also feels quite Asian, so I'm immediately drawn to something like Vietnam or Burma or something like that. I mean Myanmar, so yeah, either one seeming quite possible to me. Could I be completely off base here? Could this be somewhere completely different? Yes. We've got an Asian car here, so that would make sense. We're also driving right, so that fits for both countries. But yeah, I'm actually not too sure. I'm pretty sure that Vietnam uses these road lines, so I think I might try that, although I'm really not too sure. Now, where are the biggest mountains in Vietnam, actually? Well, we do have quite a few big ones over here, so I think I'll try that. And it was actually Vietnam. Nice. Okay, so we've got the kind of infrastructure vibe, kind of reminded me of Cambodia, or maybe even Laos. So that's a good start, although the score was not particularly good. Okay, next one here. We are looking at something post-Soviet, I would say. Immediately thinking of like, probably Kazakhstan is most likely here. Letters are all Russian, okay. Architecture is super Russian, so that's why I just think Kazakhstan makes the most sense here, because if it looks like Russia, it's flat, and it's a bit wintry, then yeah, Kazakhstan definitely makes sense. The steering wheel here seems to be on the left-hand side of the road, which would also make sense. And yeah, so I think Kazakhstan's a great shout here. Obviously, we could just click near Astana or Karaganda and, you know, get a good score. The question is, do we actually want to go elsewhere? And I'm not too sure about that. I think I might just go... By the way, why is it Astana? I thought they changed the name of Astana, or did they just change the capital? Or if they changed it back or something. I'm actually not too sure. What did they change it to again? I forget. Anyway, I'll just click there. We'll see. Ends up being a decent guess. Ends up being in Samay there, so yeah. You gotta tell me in the comments what that's about again. I forget. Anyway, we're on a 2-country streak, so that's a good start to the video here. Next one here, ooh, kind of feels a bit Caucasus with this architecture plus cars, but let's take a look around. We are driving right. We won't look at this thing down here just in case it gives it away. This is like a Soviet-style crossing sign, so that would fit. We have blue strips as well, so I think it all fits for Georgia most of all here. Could also be like Armenia, Azerbaijan as well here. We do seem to have some kind of, okay, like Georgian, yeah, script over here, so yeah, that would make sense. I think Georgia. I think Georgia with this like kind of more European looking architecture, though I couldn't rule out anything else here. Yeah, so I think we go for it here. It feels like quite a big city, so I guess it should be Tbilisi or Batumi, and well, could even be this one as well, I guess. I think Tbilisi is a good shout here, though, just because it feels quite built up. So if we were just kind of in the center of the city, that would make sense. We should get a good score here regardless, and it was actually in the next city over. Okay, Tel Aviv. Quite small, actually smaller than I thought, but a good score, so that's pretty good. Okay, we are moving on to the next one here, which looks to be somewhere in the Arabic-speaking world, okay. Not too many clues on this round, I feel. Bank Melat, that probably helps, unless it just means something. Would have thought it might be a place name, but you know, banks are often like wide-spreading. They don't just stay in the place where they're founded. My first thought here was like Iran or something like that. We do have a lot of French cars here. We got 2 Peugeots in a row, so I did wonder maybe about North Africa for that reason, just because they have a lot of French influence there. But my other thought here is that we do have a lot of trees, and so maybe Middle East is more likely with this many avenues of trees and stuff like that. So I still kind of like Iran. We got, yeah, like an orangish plate there. Yeah, it is kind of confusing to me, I can't lie. Getting a few mixed signals here. I want to see if there's any flag at all. Yeah, I don't think we're actually seeing any flag here. Ooh, that almost looks like a Romanian flag or something like that, but obviously it can't be. But is there anything nearby that kind of looks like that? I don't really think so, but I still think Iran is kind of most likely here. What else is second possibility here? If it wasn't Iran, then I might go like Algeria or something, honestly. But yeah, I think I'll try Iran here. And it actually was Iran. Nice. 4-country streak. Let me know. Tell me in the comments on this first seed how you're doing if you get 5 countries out of 5, because I hope I can here. That would be really nice. Next one here. Okay, this one's gettable. It is very out of focus though, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I think I've had this round before, maybe even. Or at least I've had some out of focus one. This one feels maybe more like North Africa. I could see that. Yeah, buildings kind of feel African. Okay. So I guess with this kind of very dry and orangish dirt, I was thinking something of like Chad, Niger, Malay, something like that. But you often get rounds that look like that here, maybe even Burkina Faso. Of them, I'm not really sure. Yeah, so it is difficult, especially because we can't really see anything down this side of the road. It's just too out of focus. Out of the countries I mentioned so far, I think I like maybe Niger here. I feel like Niger is probably a good option. It's also the center one, so if we go in Zinda here, then we get decent points regardless of which way it ends up being. So I'll try that. And it was Burkina Faso, okay, the fourth country I mentioned. So guys, do tell me in the comments how you went on this seed. We got 13,000 points, but we did get the country right 4 out of 5 times, and we got the neighboring country on the 5th round there. So I could say that's pretty much a win, even though the points were not the highest there. So here is the second link. This will also be in the description, of course, and let's head into it here and hope for a better game in terms of score. And wow, look at this. This is a fantastic update. Failed to load this panorama round. Since the location could not load, it will be skipped. Everyone playing this round will receive 0 points. That is perfect. So skip round. Hey, guys, that's fantastic. It was in Kazakhstan. That's chill. Kazakhstan's already a horrible country to guess within, so we would have got a bad score anyway. So there you go. So now it's out of 20,000 points. Let's see how well we can do out of 20,000. That's a great update. Very happy with that. Good job to the Geoguessr team, although that probably would have been pretty easy to implement a long time ago. So here we have some like Brazilian style polls. So with these, I would expect that Paraguay and Venezuela are most likely, probably Paraguay. We got reddish soil, so I think, again, that probably fits best for Paraguay here. As for language, seems to be Spanish, that fits well. Paraguayan colors on the poll here, I think, yeah. So, it feels quite red soil. I think you're guessing somewhere near to Brazil. Quite green as well, so maybe somewhere over this direction. I might try that. And it ends up being a good guess, yeah. Kind of had that vibe, but if you just click on the center there, you probably get a pretty good score. Okay, next one here. We are looking at what? Some English, jewelry, and much more. Okay, Star Boutique. Where would they have the Star Boutique here? Maybe Caribbean kind of vibes happening here. What else writing do we have? Okay, a bit of French as well, but I think that's actually just brand names. Okay, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Ooh, Fiji also possible here. Kind of like an American style format number there, which is interesting. So we have Subway as well. Yeah, so when I look at this view down here, I think it's more likely to be Caribbean. This way almost feels a bit more Oceania, but I think Caribbean is probably the best option here. Can we tell which side of the road we're driving on? I would assume left. If we're speaking English, it's probably left-hand drive here. But yeah, I mean, it's actually definitely hard to say. So that's about all we get here. Do we have any like, I was looking here to see if we had any like American style spelling versus English style spelling, but again, I don't think that would help too much. So which Caribbean place to go here? We have a wooden pole as well. I thought of Jamaica just because we have big mountains. I still may go for Jamaica here, just like, yeah, it would make sense if we were kind of in like the outer suburbs of Kingston or something like that. But maybe a hedge over here is actually more powerful, just in terms of the countries we can cover. Maybe even, I think Barbados is much too flat. St. Vincent and the Grenadines probably works decently well here. Maybe we try Kingston in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I don't think it's there. This kind of feels like a bigger city. But it's not out of the question, and we do have these big mountains to the north, so I'm going to give it a go, you know, let's see. And it was there. Wow. That's one of the best guesses on this series in a long time because, well, it just fit. It just fit, right, guys? So there we go. And what store were we next to there that we were looking at? It was the boutique. It was, we had Subway, of course. And the other one is not really labeled on there unless it was Beauty Shack. That probably fits, to be honest. Okay, so there we go. Great little guess there. Let me know if you got that as well. Maybe you can just comment all how your games went, because I'm kind of interested. I'm actually playing well today. Okay, this one looks like somewhere in Africa to me. Could still be Caribbean. We have actually, whoa, we have maybe Central America here, because look at this. Polana Cimento. Okay, so could still be Africa, but looks like some Spanish or Portuguese there. So we have these like kind of turquoise or like cyan kind of number plates here. You see those definitely in Bahamas. Yeah, in the Bahamas, I think. Does this feel like Bahamas? I'm not so sure. It's definitely huge buildings for there. We have like just a normal number plate there as well, it would seem. But yeah, I mean that's the only time a place I can think of that actually has that. So what's Nassau like actually? Okay, Nassau's pretty built up. I guess we have to be like around here then, in this kind of in one of these yellow districts or like downtown Nassau. Okay, we could be on Shirley Street, but we speak in Spanish though. Yeah, but I guess Bahamas does speak some Spanish. Or does it? It looks like it's mostly English here, right? Okay, so I think I have to let go of that idea. But then where would it be? If it's not Bahamas, then where doesn't speak English? Maybe Central America is the way to go. But we have long number plates, so I'm still just not sure. I don't think of anywhere in Africa that has number plates like that. But yeah, Polana Shopping Center. We're definitely like in Polana right here, but I don't for the life of me know where that is. Okay, is this? I don't like not knowing where to go. This is definitely difficult. The fact that we're speaking Spanish is the really confusing bit to me. Okay, so maybe Central America is worth a check again here. Even though I don't think the number plates particularly fit that well, I can't really think of anything better. So I think that's where I'm going to go for. But look at these. It's definitely difficult. Anyway, I guess like it's not going to be Costa Rica. We already have coverage there. Panama City doesn't have those number plates. I don't think any of these countries have those number plates, to be honest. Belize speaks English mostly, I think. Belize City, is that possible? Yeah, I feel like this is too big for Belize City. Belize is quite tiny. So I don't know where to go for this one, to be honest. I think I'll just pick somewhere that speaks Spanish out here, which I guess would leave us in like I don't know which one it would be, huh? Okay. Guadalupe, Dominica? What do they speak in Dominica, actually? Seems like they speak mostly English. Martinique is French. And yeah, I don't know where this is, guys. Straight up. Grenada? Not possible. Okay, Luanda was Portuguese, right? We have MT as the currency, which just makes no sense to me. Mauritius? MT for Mauritius? No, it's not there. I know it's not there. Oh my gosh, bro. I do not know. Where is this found? Okay. I'm gonna click in Gabon here. Let's go. Let's see it. Oh my gosh, Maputo, of course. So it was just Portuguese. It makes a lot of sense. It was the whole thing that bugged me the whole time was that the traffic lights look super South African. They're painted all yellow like in South Africa and Namibia. So I was like, why? But nothing feels right with the language and the number plates. Now I want to quickly check something here. And this is what I wanted to check. They actually do use bluish number plates. I never knew that about Mozambique. And it's like the exact same font that they actually use in South Africa. So there you go. Kind of interesting. Very similar, I guess, in those countries. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so never would have expected that. I guess to our credit, we did guess the right continent, but we get no points to show for it. Next one's much more simple. We've got the Georgian flag, and I'm noticing the actual crossing sign is different. Last time in Georgia, we had 3 stripes. This time, we have 5. But obviously, it is actually Georgia, so that makes life pretty easy here. I think we just go in for our quick points and go in Oni here. It ends up being in a town nearby, so that's good. And we get 13,000 points on the next seed. Okay, let's go for one more seed on today's video, guys. Tell me how you went in comparison to me there. Obviously, that was a pretty reasonable seed apart from that Maputo round, which really screwed me up. But if you knew the license plates, then you'd definitely be able to get it. So I'll keep that in mind for next time. Those kind of bluish license plates, definitely one of the only countries where I've ever seen that. Here, guys, I can go no moving, panning, or zooming. Let me see if I can get a good score no moving, panning, or zooming here. It has to be Cyprus because left-hand drive and dry. And I would say we could be looking down on Nicosia here. That definitely makes sense. I kind of thought more of like North Coast here, but I'm not sure if I really see anything that fits too nicely here. Yeah, I don't think so. But Nicosia, do we have hills up here? It doesn't really feel that right unless we're looking at that ridge, which is possible. Yeah, I mean, it is quite far in the distance. I think I'll try it anyway. And, okay, it was this town over here. That definitely makes sense. So there we go. 4.5k, very nice. Next one here, we are looking at blue top of the plates. I think that's Egyptian. I think I finally remember that that's Egyptian. So yeah, blue top of the plate, Egypt. Definitely feels like Egypt as well, so I like that. I think we go in a fairly big city here as well. Fairly north with this amount of greenery. Although, who knows how reliable that will be. Yeah, okay, I think that's what we do here. Is that a church, actually? Kind of looks like a Trinity symbol here, which is interesting. Coptic church, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaking it. Probably am, to be honest. It could just be a different motif. But anyway, let's go over here. Not Cairo, but let's go in Beni Suef. And it ends up being, yeah, in north, actually. So Alexandria makes sense. Good little pickup there. Not too displeased with that. Next one here, we load in eventually, and we are looking at what? No movement panning or zooming feels kind of like... Okay, let's take a look around here. I'm actually not sure. Maybe Paraguay? Maybe Paraguay is possible again here, but I could be completely off base with that. Definitely looks like Spanish. Could be Central America, actually. Okay, we got Paraguay and Poles, maybe. That would make sense. Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely works, yeah? Do we see anything else? I mean, architecture you can definitely feel is a bit different, architecture-wise, to Brazil, but apart from that, like, it doesn't feel that much, you know, different, or, I don't know. It is definitely confusing. Like, this guy could certainly be Paraguayan. Okay, so I think we can go Paraguay here. Just trust in the Poles, really. They look quite Brazilian. Could it still be Venezuela? Yes, but I think it looks more like this part of Brazil than it does like this part of Brazil, in all honesty. So we'll just try here. Ends up being Asuncion itself. Very nice. Okay, next one here. We're on a good score and a good country streak here, so let's go. Feels like, yeah, Vietnamese language. This one's pretty straightforward, I would say. As soon as you recognize Vietnamese language, you're good. But often Vietnamese businesses have the place name on them, so let's see here. We have Nguyen Van Thu or something. But we don't have the place name. Nothing obvious here, which is kind of annoying. Normally, I think this would be the place name here. It's just colored up, so I think we actually miss out here. Yeah, I think we just miss out on the place name here. I'm gonna give it a quick scan. I found Van Thu twice, so I'm thinking like this north populated area probably makes a lot of sense. But if we see Vin, we have Vin, Van Thu. It doesn't appear anywhere to me, although, yeah, very Vietnamese sounding, of course. So I think we just try hedge north here. It ends up being in Vin, indeed. So maybe I did see that and subtly or subconsciously took it in, but that's a fine result. And the last one for the video here is going to be somewhere in, I would say, probably actually another Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan's been showing up a lot today, but I would say it's dry. It kind of feels like a Kazakhstan-like area of Russia like this, and it's very flat. And obviously Kazakhstan, apart from Almaty area, is quite a flat country. So yeah, I would say that this really works. It really works quite nicely. Do I have anything more to say here? Not too much, I would say. This is fairly standard stuff. That almost feels like a body of water over there to our west. So I think I want to pick like Arask. Well, no town nearby the lake there, so maybe I'll commit all the way over here in this one. What is that place name? Oh, okay, it says Istov Patrol. That's so weird. Okay, we're gonna go on Unity Road here. If this is correct, then this will be the greatest guess of all time on my channel. And it was not too bad. It was in this kind of like area that I was talking about what it looked like. So I should have just gone there, but still a good score. 19,000 to finish off the video. We can certainly be happy with that. 6-country streak. Next time, remind me, because we start off with a 6-country streak. So that's actually pretty good for Unexplored. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash like if you did actually enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till then, goodbye.